important board questions part 2. So simplify cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of x by 2 plus root of 3 minus 3x square by 2, and they have specified where your x lies. Okay, so now here let's take let x be cos theta. So what we get is cos inverse of cos theta plus cos inverse of, so I can write half cos theta plus I can take root 3 from here, root 3 by 2, so root of 1 minus cos square theta. So the next step is as follows. So cos inverse of cos theta is theta plus cos inverse of, I can write half as cos pi by 3 cos theta plus sin pi by 3, and I get sin theta. Now we are trying to find out cos inverse of cos of something, so for that only we are using the 11th standard identity. So here we get theta plus cos inverse of cos a minus b, a minus b. Now you might have the confusion which is a, which is b. So let me write pi by 3 minus theta. I'll tell you why I'm not writing theta minus pi by 3 also. So theta plus pi by 3 minus theta, so the final answer is pi by 3. Now let's have a deep dive on this, why it's pi by 3 minus theta. That is from the question. Okay, see, cos inverse of cos of something, okay, cos inverse of cos of something, so that should lie between 0 to pi, right? That should lie between, see, anything for cos inverse output. We are talking about the range of cos inverse of anything you give or something you give. So the output lies, so there's anything lies from 0 to pi, so the range is 0 to pi. But then here what they've given, so your x is from 1 by 2 to 1, so which is if I try to give this theta, so that is from, see, cos of what gives 1 by 2 pi by 3, and cos of what gives 1, so that is nothing but 0, right? So we get from 0 to pi by 3, right? So this is the first point. Now let us try to multiply by minus. So if not, okay, let me take in this way. So I'm assuming theta minus pi by 3. So if this could be the answer, let's check what happens. So from here I should subtract just pi by 3. So I get pi by 3 minus pi by 3, theta minus pi by 3, and 0, right? So this is our output. We are trying to say this is our output. Now see, look here, cos inverse of something you give, your output is what? As we have discussed just now, it should be 0 to pi. Now you see it's from minus pi by 3 to 0. So is this going to work? No. Now let's work in the other way. Instead of this, so if I'm going to directly give one more minus to this, so what will happen? So this becomes pi by 3. So since I'm changing, so inequality sign changes, so pi by 3 minus theta, and here we get 0. So 0 to pi by 3 is our answer, right? So this will be our correct angle. So I have to take a minus b as pi by 3 minus theta instead of theta minus pi by 3. Is it clear? So I hope you would have understood why it is cos pi by 3 minus theta. So that is the first point. Okay, so let's move to the next one. So now let us solve this question. So we will consider this one as alpha and this one as beta, right? So let us take this. Sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to alpha, cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to beta, right? So let me draw the triangle itself. So I have alpha over here, so it is opposite by hypotenuse, so the adjacent will be 15. So here if I'm going to make here beta, so it's 4 here, 5 here, so automatically 3 comes over here. right? So now we are able to figure out what is the alpha and beta. Now what we want is cot. So now we want cot alpha plus beta. So let's see what is cot alpha plus beta. Cot alpha cot beta minus 1 divided by cot beta minus cot alpha. So if you don't know this also, it's okay. You can use tan and you can make a reciprocal over there. So let's write what is cot alpha. Cot alpha is what? Cot of something is always adjacent by opposite. So 15 by 8 into 4 by 3 minus 1 divided by 4 by 3 minus 15 by 8. So let's solve this. So 15 fours are 60. 60 minus 24 divided by 24 divided by 32 minus 45 by 24. So what we get is 60 minus 24 is 36 by this will be plus, sorry. So this will be cot beta plus cot alpha. So you get 32 plus 45 is 77. So these two are going to get cancelled anyway. So what we get here is cot alpha plus beta is nothing but 36 by 77. So what is alpha plus beta? Cot inverse of 36 by 77. So hence we have proved it. So alpha plus beta is equal. We have tan inverse of 2 minus x divided by 2 plus x. We will take 2 common here. So tan inverse of 1 minus x by 2 divided by 1 plus x by 2, and we can replace this one as tan inverse of tan pi by 4. So tan pi by 4 is 1 minus let's assume x by 2 as theta. So tan theta. So we'll keep tan theta over here divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. So we are going to get tan inverse of tan pi by 4 minus theta. That's nothing but pi by 4 minus theta. So which is equivalent to pi by 4 minus, so we have assumed that tan theta is equal to x by 2. So theta is nothing but tan inverse x by 2. So that is equivalent to, so we have solved the LHS part. This is the LHS part. And we have got the LHS part like this. LHS part is this, that is equivalent to half of tan inverse x by 2. So what you can do is you can take this one to the other side. So pi by 4 is equal to, so 1 plus half is 3 by 2 tan inverse x by 2. So which is nothing but 2 pi by 3 into 4 is equal to tan inverse x by 2. So you can cancel, which is pi by 6 is equal to tan inverse x by 2. So x by 2 is equal to tan of pi by 6. Pi by 6. So tan pi by 6 is nothing but root 3. 1 by root 3. So you get x is equal to 2 by root 3. For the value of x is equal to 2 by root 3, so it is going to get solved. Yes. So next one we have cos of sine inverse x is equal to 1 by 9. So here I can write cos theta is equal to 1 by 9. So let us draw the triangle. Yes. So you have 1 over here if I keep theta here and 9 over here. So this will be root 80. Root 80 is nothing but 4 root 5. Right? How I got that? So you know that a square plus b square is equal to c square, Pythagoras theorem. Yes. So if you assume this one as unknown, say like height h square plus 1 square is equal to 81, which is 9 square. So you get h is equal to root 80, which is 4 root 5. And we write cos theta is equal to 1 by 9. What is theta then? Theta is equal to sine inverse x. Yes, theta is equal to sine inverse x. So sine theta is equal to x. So we have to write what is sine theta alone. So what is sine theta? We have opposite by hypotenuse. So it could be plus or minus. Why? Because so this h square is equal to 80. What is h? Plus or minus 4 root 5, right? So it could be plus or minus 4 root 5 opposite by hypotenuse is 9. So this is the value for x. So moving forward to the next question, we have the question as sine inverse of cos of sine inverse of x, which is equal to pi by 3. So now what you can write, cos, this sine can go over here, cos of sine inverse x is equal to sine pi by 3. What is sine pi by 3? Sine pi by 3 is nothing but root 3 by 2. So cos of sine inverse x is equal to root 3 by 2. Now again, see, cos of theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Cos of theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Just draw the triangle. So you know the angle, still you can just draw the triangle. Why? Because it could lie in the first quadrant or it could lie in the fourth quadrant. If you know that, you can directly go with that. So there are 4 quadrants, right? Cos is positive in the first and the fourth, right? So otherwise you can go with this triangle method. So it's clear that cos theta is equal to what? Cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2, which is adjacent by hypotenuse. What is this opposite? It is 1. So again, this could be plus or minus 1. Okay, it depends on the quadrant. So what is theta? Sine inverse of x is equal to theta, right? Sine inverse of x is equal to theta. So since you have found out this, sine theta is equal to x. So what is sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. Yes. So plus or minus 1 by 2 is equal to x. Yes, clear?